You're at your boss's desk. You rehearsed this for a week. You say, I'd like a 20% raise. He says, best I can do is 8%. And then you panic. You say, okay, have about 14%. We split it down the middle. You just lost. Not because you asked wrong, but because you negotiated wrong. This is what Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss will teach you to never do again. Chris Voss wasn't a business school professor. He was the FBI's lead hostage negotiator, the guy they called when lives were on the line. And what he discovered after 24 years on the job? The same tactics that saved hostages, win salary negotiations, business deals, and everyday arguments. This isn't theory, it's field tested psychology. Tactic 1, Tactical Empathy. Most people think negotiation is about being clever. Voss says it's about being heard. He calls it tactical empathy, understanding what the other person feels, not just what they say. Here is the real world version. Your manager just dumped a new project on your plate on a Friday evening. You have already stretched thin. Most people say, I already have too much on my hands, I can't take this on. Your manager gets defensive. You look like you're not a team player. Conversation over. Instead, Voss says label their emotions. Say, it seems like there's a lot of pressure on the team right now to deliver fast. That single sentence, it disarms them. You're not refusing, you're not complaining. You're just showing you understand the situation from their side. And the moment someone feels understood, they become flexible. Suddenly, they're asking, what do you need to make this work? Instead of demanding you just figure it out. Tactic 2, The Mirror. This one is almost embarrassingly simple, but it works every time. It's called mirroring. When someone says something, you repeat the last 2 to 3 words as a question. Then you stay silent. Example, your client says, we can't pay more than 50,000 for this project. You say, more than 50,000? Then silence. They fill the silence. They explain. They negotiate against themselves. Voss describes a student who used this technique in a car dealership. She walked in expecting to pay 8 lakhs. She drew out paying 6.8 lakhs just by mirroring and staying quiet. Silence is a weapon. Most people are afraid to use it. Tactic 3. Never say yes too fast. Here is a counterintuitive truth. Yes too early is dangerous. When someone agrees too fast, they are not committed. They are just trying to end the conversation. Voss calls this the counterfeit yes. Think about it. Have you ever heard a vendor say yes to your terms, then slowly disappear? That was a counterfeit yes. What you actually want is a commitment yes, and you get it by asking, how am I supposed to do that? This question, sit calmly, forces the other person to solve your problem for you. If you are being asked to do something impossible at work, don't say, I can't. Say, I want to make this happen. How am I supposed to do that given my current workload? Now, if your boss is problem solving with you, not demanding from you. Tactic 4, The Calibrated Question. Voss' most powerful tool has just 2 words, how and what. Never ask why. It sounds like an accusation. Instead, ask how and what. These are called calibrated questions, and they give you control without seeming controlling. Scenario, you're in a job interview. They lowball you with 6 lakhs per annum. Don't say that's too low. Say what you need to change for this role to be at 9 lakh per annum. Now, if they are doing the work, they're either finding a path to yes or revealing there isn't one, saving your time. Watch the conversation transform. Tactic 5, The Accusation Audit. Here is the one that sounds insane but is backed by neuroscience. Before a tough conversation, say all the negative things the other person is thinking about you before they can. Voss call this is the accusation audit. You're going to your client to tell them you missed a deadline. Before they can react, you say, I know this looks unprofessional. You probably feel let down and like you can't rely on us. By naming their emotions first, you diffuse them. The anger has nowhere to go because you already acknowledged it. This trick has saved business relationships that should have ended. The big idea. Never split the difference. Let's break this down in a way that's crystal clear and practical. So you don't just understand it, you can actually use it. What never split the difference really means, most people think negotiation is equal to compromise. You want 4,000 rupees, I want 2,000. So let's settle at 3,000. Sounds fair, right? But it's actually lazy negotiation because you still feel like you overpaid. The seller feels like they gave up too much. Both sides walk away slightly unhappy. That's what Chris Voss means when he says splitting the difference means both sides lose. What you should do instead. The goal is not to meet in the middle. The goal is to understand what each side actually cares about and solve that. This is called expanding the pie. Smart negotiation. Instead of jumping to price, you explore. You ask what goes into the price, how did you arrive at 4,000? Now if you discover seller wants quick sale or needs to clear stock or values repeat customers. Now you have leverage. Possible win-win outcomes. Instead of rupees 3,000 compromise, you could pay 2,500 but buy two pairs, seller wins volume. Pay 2,800 but get warranty or extras. You gain value. Pay 2,200 if paying immediately in cash. Seller gains speed. Now you feel smart, not overpaying blindly. Seller feels satisfied. Their real need met. The goal isn't to split the pie, it's to expand it so both sides walk away feeling they won. That's not manipulation, that's understanding what people really want.